I think it's really important to shed light on how some of us guys be acting around these girls. Cause man, lately it's been getting out of control, bro. If you have a homeboy who act like any of these, please tell him to lock in. We don't need him f***ing up the 2-man missions. But without further ado, here's the 7 different types of guys around girls. Enjoy. Starting off with number 1, we got Mr. I got too much money. Yeah, we're gonna start this one off hot. And it's pretty self-explanatory too. The Mr. I got too much money is infamously known to display public demonstrations of his net worth. What does that mean? This nigga will use any and every chance to make it known to the rest of y'all that he has bread. And y'all don't. This type of character will pull up to the mission in the most hype beast designer ass fit with like 20 chains on, 2 APs on each wrist, 3 Trackhawk keys around his belt, and about $45,000 in cash, all in his pockets. Don't be surprised if this nigga just magically get a phone call talking about some, tell him to keep the extra lamb truck. I got another one at the crib, it don't matter. The Hellcat too, I don't want that shit no more. Y'all could just keep it. You said Young Boy and Dirk want a feature. What the I thought they was beefing. Oh, you said they willing to put their differences aside to collab with me? Okay, for sure. Number 2, Mr. That's Really My Shirt. Now, this particular individual is really something to see. The Mr. That's Really My Shirt makes it his mission to sabotage the entire objective. He don't give a fuck either. He is by far the most hatingest nigga on this list, and here's why. Imagine you and your squad, y'all on a mission, right? Vibes is immaculate, energy, cool, straight. Now your matchup starts complimenting you. She's saying, oh my god, I like your shirt, it's so cute. In comes this nigga. Man, what the hell? That's really my shirt. I've been told you to get that back. I don't know why you still have it. It ain't even your size because you too small to even fit in it. That's why it's mine for real. It only fit me, and I'm only bringing this shit up in the first place because you got complimented on it, and I'm a hating ass nigga. See, 9 times out of 10, this type of nigga actually lended you the shirt in the first place and gave you permission to wear it, but they only bring that shit up whenever you at the top of your game. So that's why these type of niggas is the worst. Steer clear. Number 3, Mr. I Wanna Fight. Lord, I might need a blunt talking about this one. Scrap what I said 30 seconds ago about number 2 being the worst. Nigga, the Mr. I Wanna Fight? The Mr. Bro, I'm getting pissed off just talking about this nigga. The Mr. I Wanna Fight has to be adopted or abandoned or as a child or dropped on his head as a kid. These niggas are not normal, bro. The Mr. I Wanna Fight will go out of his way to try and rumble with you, and it only be in front of the host. Any other time, this could be passive as fuck. It could be Android 16. Then soon as the bitches come around, this motherfucker turns into Goku. Now you can't fool with these type of niggas, bro. I'm telling y'all, these the type of niggas that feel the need to assert their dominance when girls are present, and they use you as an example. They might put your ass in the meanest chokehold, unaware that the entire time they are quite literally scaring the hoes away. Number 4, Mr. Funny Man. Now honestly, out of all the ones on this list, this type of individual is probably the most tame, but only when they don't get out of control. You feel me? Let me explain. The Mr. Funny Man in some cases, in most cases, can be an excellent partner in many missions. This type of character often keeps the vibes right and the energy high, and is a good asset to your team. However, this type of character can also ruin the mission, and it usually doesn't impact anyone but you. If unchecked, the Mr. Funny Man can quite literally laugh his and your girl right out they draws, and the only one that catches an L is you. Sometimes these niggas don't even know when to dial that shit back, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been one of these niggas before. Most of the time, this type of nigga is unaware of his effect while he's in his bag, and usually he's just being himself. But like I said earlier, if you're not careful, this nigga will have his and your girl right up out they draw. So just be on your guard. Number 5, Mr. Get on Your Ass. Now this one is interesting because it's kind of a form of the Mr. Funny Man, but instead of this nigga making the girls laugh at jokes, he makes the girls laugh at the expense of yo ass. These type of individuals, for some reason, find it necessary to just get on your ass in front of the girls. Like they don't care. They'll talk about you being broke, you still living with your mama, they'll talk about you needing a retwist. Nothing is off the table for this type of nigga. Now if you're lucky, the girls y'all with will hopefully see this nigga being being corny as fuck inside with you, but I've been in situations personally when my homie was doing this and the girls were just with it. They were just eating it up. So with this type of character, it ultimately depends if y'all with some classy, intelligent women or some trifling dumbass hoes. It really just depends on the type of females y'all with, for real. Number 6. Mr. Lil Bro. The Mr. Lil Bro should not be confused with the Mr. Get on your ass. While the Mr. Get on your ass tries to win over the girls by making you the butt of jokes, the Mr. Lil Bro strategy is to make you seem like a fucking child. Let me explain. The Mr. Lil Bro will often take any chance he can to make you seem like the lesser man or a child or Lil Bro. They will often say something like, yo, remember when I used to change your diapers back in the day? Man, you just always peed in the bed, bro. Yeah, wow. Y'all know he still doesn't like eating vegetables even at his age. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You start eating them or you'll never grow any facial hair or that little baby face. Oh, look at that baby face. Oh, little baby face. I hate these type of niggas, bro. This type of individual is most likely older than you, and it's dangerous because they most likely knew you for a good amount of time, and they got no problem with letting the hoes know how big bro they are compared to you. Anytime you encounter this, it's important to just focus on your mission and don't let it get to you, because as soon as you show that it did get to you is when you lost, bro. And finally, number 7, Mr. Cap. Man, I will never understand this type of person. Most likely whoever they are capping to already know that they capping, you feel me? The Mr. Cap is a person who, when around the girls, start capping. Similar to the Mr. I got too much money, these niggas will often make up entire scenarios or situations that they've never been in. They might hit you with the, yeah, I was really with Mariah the Scientist long before she even blew up, you feel me? I was with SZA way before she even got the surgery and all that shit, you feel me? Or like straight like that, like I really like that for real. Now this might be a hot take, but in some cases, if my homies and I are on a mission and they start capping to the girls, I typically won't mind. If it's a healthy lie. Let me explain. Small white lies that are believable, keyword believable, are okay with me. As long as it don't hurt nobody, I'm straight, I'm cool. As long as it don't affect nobody, it's cool by me. But when these type of individuals start capping out the ass and the girls can see that they capping out the ass, that's when I start having a problem, because they see you as a liar. And if you a liar and I'm your dog, by default, I'm labeled as a liar too, just by association. Remember, before you go on any missions with the guys, please know and understand how they are around girls. A guy can be perfectly normal around the rest of the guys, but then all of a sudden want to choke slam you once you see a bad bitch. It's important to also understand how you are around women and surround yourself with a group of friends that has no problem with tell you the truth about yourself and how you can better yourself. But that's it for this video. If this video gets like 10,000 likes, I'll drop a part 2. I don't know, I feel like this one's really gonna reach a lot of people, but make sure to subscribe and comment your type of person you hate the most around girls down below. I want to see them. I want to hear all of them. If they funny, I'ma like them. If they not, I'm not. No. But SLT, I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Pull up with the changes like my people in Montgomery. Black and yellow diamonds on my neck, this shit like Bumblebee. These niggas be hating on me, but they ain't never heard of me. Southside of Atlanta with my guys, that's where the murder be. You ain't really hard, that's for sure, man. Pull up with my guys, fold deep, that's a phone, man. You ain't really towing all them poles, man. Niggas see me in his hood and didn't let it blow, man. Niggas say slime, I signed them out for sure.